From the Millersville University Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Kyle Elliott here with the short-term forecast and video discussion issued on Monday, July 20th. Well, the week is kicking off on a mostly sunny, dry, and pleasant note here across the Lower Susquehanna Valley, but unfortunately the weather is going to go downhill during the middle of the week. In fact, we are under an enhanced risk for severe weather on Tuesday, and all modes of severe weather will be on the table. So without further ado, let me start by taking a look at our daily climatology. I'm expecting a high of 84 degrees this afternoon at Millersville, and that's very close to normal for this time of the year. Today's record high was 102, set in 1930. The average low for this time of year is 64, and this morning's low of 57 is quite refreshing by late July standards. Today's record low was 43, set in 1929. As we take a look at the Skycam from Millersville University, well, you see the sun is shining out there. There's only a few clouds in the sky, but overall we are dealing with mostly sunny conditions, and that's backed up by the visible satellite imagery here, showing mostly sunny skies across the Commonwealth, and that's going to hold true for the rest of the day. In fact, skies will be mostly sunny. Humidity will be low with dew points in the 50s, and temperatures will be rather pleasant for this time of the year with afternoon highs in the low to mid 80s. But like I said, the weather does go downhill tomorrow. That area of high pressure that's over us now does shift into the western Atlantic later tonight into Tuesday, so winds will become south to southwesterly again later tonight, and that's going to pump more humid and moisture-rich air back into the mid-Atlantic states. Dew points will rise through the 60s tonight, and then by tomorrow they will ultimately be in the low to mid-70s, so it's going to be stiflingly humid out there tomorrow. High temperatures will be in the mid to upper 80s, so there will be plenty of warmth and moisture available for rapid thunderstorm development and growth. The atmosphere will be very unstable, and you'll also notice that we have this large upper-level disturbance and storm system that's going to sweep through southeastern Canada and New England spanning Tuesday into Wednesday. It's the trailing cold front that extends south from this system that's going to be the triggering mechanism for the showers and scattered severe thunderstorms on Tuesday. So what I'm going to show you here is the 3-kilometer NAM model for 5 p.m. on Tuesday. This is going to have some similarities to Saturday in that there could be a morning round of showers and thunderstorms, especially along and east of Interstate 83. So whether or not that acts to stabilize the atmosphere during the afternoon hours once again and kind of protect the lower Susquehanna Valley from severe weather, that remains to be seen. But it's certainly a possibility, like it was on Saturday. There were some reports of wind damage across the region on Saturday, but overall the worst storms missed our area to the north and west, and also then along and south of Interstate 70. So there is the potential for a repeat performance tomorrow, but don't let your guard down. The HER is a lot more aggressive with the storms tomorrow afternoon, and then the NAM, it doesn't have as much activity in the morning, so there's more sunshine during the late morning and early afternoon hours, allowing the atmosphere to become more unstable in comparison to the 3-kilometer NAM. So we'll just have to see how this shakes out tomorrow, but by and large the main threat will be locally damaging wind gusts upwards of 60 to 70 miles per hour, and those damaging winds can knock down trees and power lines as well as tear some shingles off roofs. So have multiple ways to receive severe weather alerts and warnings tomorrow, and seek shelter indoors in an interior room or basement away from doors and windows if a warning is issued for your location. These storms could also impact the afternoon commute, cause areas of slow travel, and also cause standing water in low-lying urban and poor drainage areas. If some of these thunderstorms move over the same areas repeatedly, those areas could receive as much as 2 to 3 inches of rain. Rainfall rates could exceed 2 inches per hour at times in the heaviest storms just because of how rich and saturated the air mass is going to be tomorrow. There may also be some incidents of large hail, and I won't rule out an isolated tornado or two, but by and large, again, the main threat does appear to be those straight line damaging wind gusts of 60 to 70 miles per hour, and that's very commonplace in severe weather setups in this part of the country. So you'll notice then as we move forward into Wednesday that cold front may still be dragging and trailing to the west of tomorrow's storms. So where exactly it is by 1 or 2 o'clock Wednesday afternoon will determine whether or not we have a second round of storms Wednesday afternoon. The 3-kilometer NAM is much slower with the south and eastward progression of this front, and it actually fires off another round of storms Wednesday afternoon. Most of the other models are much faster with cold frontal timing in its passage. I'm kind of leaning that way right now, though there is a bias in the NAM that it tends to bring these cold fronts through our region a little bit too slowly. So if that's the case, Wednesday should turn out generally just to be a partly to mostly sunny and fairly pleasant day with humidity dropping during the mid to late afternoon hours behind the front. I won't rule out an isolated shower or storm, especially in southeastern PA and northeastern Maryland, but I think by and large most areas do remain dry on Wednesday. So taking a look at the short-term Campus Weather Service forecast, increasing clouds tonight and turning more humid with a late night shower, low 68. Mostly cloudy and very humid on Tuesday with showers and scattered severe thunderstorms, high 86. Partly to mostly sunny, breezy and turning less humid on Wednesday with an isolated shower or thunderstorm, high 86. Well, that'll do it for this edition of the short-term forecast. Tune back in next Monday for the latest edition. Until then, stay safe out there during the middle of the week and make sure that you take it easy with the roadways, especially in blinding downpours and if you encounter a strong to severe thunderstorm. Stay safe out there.